Resurgence. This is the 4th map of Resurgence, and it's a pretty goofy one when it comes to doing a UV Tyson run. I don't think anyone's ever done a Tyson run of this level, so at least not that I know of. It's possible that somebody has done that, but I don't know about it. Anyway, I did it, and you're currently watching it. In fact, you're watching me talk about it. I'm watching it even. We're both watching it. It's pretty crazy, actually. But anyway, so this level, it has a lot of rocket launcher gameplay, but obviously in a Tyson run, you don't want to use the rocket launcher. I mean, you know, you also can't use the rocket launcher, otherwise it wouldn't be a Tyson. Anyway, so as a result, there's lots of enemies, lots of clusters of monsters that are, you know, kind of difficult to take down without, you know, weapons like the rocket launcher. However, the thing that's interesting about this level is that you do get a Berserk kit right away. You also get the rocket launcher right away. And most of the monsters, if not all of them, there's really no arachnotrons or anything crazy like that. So most of the monsters you can end up punching pretty easily. The most annoying guys are the mancubuses, mancubi, whatever you want to call them. But there's also plenty of bullets too. So, and I was going here for an exit. This is about 15 minutes here. I think the UV max is around 4 minutes, something, maybe 5, closer to 5. I'm not sure. And so, yeah, it's quite a bit longer. Again, a lot of enemies that you would normally just take out in like 10 seconds with the rocket launcher turn into like a 5-minute endeavor. And we'll get that more likely, we'll see that more likely in the second half of this level here. Right here, I'm trying to get these imps to distract this Hell Knight. Sometimes it didn't end up happening, so I was about to get really frustrated there, but it did actually end up working out. Not really necessary. I mean, a Hell Knight's super easy to kill without them being distracted. Also, I don't know if you can hear Max the dog in the background. He's currently playing with a tennis ball. So, but anyway, it's pretty easy to kill a Hell Knight, but also I like the distraction. It's cool. Give me a little bonus points just for seeing it. Here, this section's kind of hard to get out of there. Sometimes you get stuck on one of the specters that spawns in. But then also, more importantly, there's 3 Caco demons here. You know, obviously, I just went and killed that Pain Elemental as soon as possible. And then I try to wake up these guys. But this room that I just kind of ran in and ran out, there's 3 Cacos in there, and they can be pretty frustrating to deal with. Sometimes I get that Mega Armor a little bit later, but I just wanted to get it here. You know, I had high health. I just wanted to kind of stash my high health or without risking going below 100 at this moment. Though getting Mega Armor with 70% green armor, I mean, there's enough armor in this level, but still, I mean, whatever. But yeah, so the Caco demons can be pretty difficult to deal with in a Tyson run, especially when you're partially invisible. And so I got a little frustrated here. Honestly, it would have been better to just kind of let these guys like ferment a little bit and then run back after the invisibility ran out. I didn't do that, particularly just because the way I was going about this run was I was just trying to be as methodical as possible. I didn't want to kind of like forget about 1 or 2 Cacos that I left alive and then they kind of just show up somewhere in a window and fuck me over, right? So I was trying to be a little bit too careful here. Again, one of the things about doing runs like this is when there's no previous demo for the level in the category, you can kind of just take as long as you want. So, and that's what, you know, that's one of the things that whenever someone asks me about like getting into Doom speedrunning, I always try to say like, try a category in a level that you like that hasn't been done yet, because oftentimes if you compare yourself to the best runs possible, and then try to beat the best run on your first try, it usually doesn't go well. Now, you know, you do have some people that their first demo is like E1M1 world record or something, but, you know, ask them behind the scenes if they had a good time doing that, and probably the answer is going to be no. But anyway, I take that mindset, even though I've been speedrunning this game for more than 10 years or so, I take that mindset all the time. If someone's never done a category before, or you know, any sort of demo for a map category, I like the idea of being the first one to do it, because it's just, you know, it's low stress, low stakes. You just get to have fun experimenting, especially when it comes to the Tyson category. That's why I've been trying to do these videos for a lot of Tyson runs, because it's just a fun category. You know, it's a lot more science to it as well. The science of infighting, which is something that's pretty, like, just, you know, don't even get me started on infighting, but like just the concept of infighting is what makes categories like Tyson so goddamn interesting. Stuff like pacifist also. You know, the pacifist runs where it's not just the whole run to the exit thing, but I'm talking about like a, you know, a pacifist run that's like 8 minutes longer than a UV speed, where it's like you sit in a corner and try to get the guys to kill each other. I love that kind of stuff. But as you can see, we're about 1/3 in here, and we're approaching the second area, which is like a little bit of a castle. And it's got like the cliffside, the red rock cliffside all around. That like railway is a really difficult spot, but there's like a trick to it. And I'll you know, point that out when we get there. But I like to call it the Bridge of Death. You know, I just came up with that right now, so I don't like to call it that because I never called it that actually. So, but it is the Bridge of Death. So that's the first, debatably second time I've called it that. So there you go. I've gotten killed by this guy a couple times. You know, like just, you know, it should be easy. It's a Revenant 2-punch, maybe 5 if you're lucky. But like sometimes that guy gets you. So again, right here, I'm just taking it easy. A safe but sure approach here. There are 4 Hell Knights you can see over there, and they can really shoot at you pretty easily. But also, you can kind of jump into that castle at any moment. But I want to kill these guys up here before going inside the castle. And the reason is just because you can get really fucked up, because you'll see when you go in there, there's a lift, and then you gotta wait for the lift, and there's lava. It's really easy to get shot a lot by the imp fireballs and lose a lot of health. So even though it's pretty slow, I ended up shooting those guys with the pistol. So then we jump over here again. This is why I like to get rid of those cacos early, because sometimes they can pop up there and kind of ruin your day. Very nice. I always hate when it's a 2-punch chain gunner, but I'm committed to the first punch, and then I turn away. So right here, you can wall run, if you notice. The wall run lets me get in there before a Cacodemon spawns. See that guy right there? Before a Cacodemon spawns on the bridge and blocks you in. Now, you might be thinking, it's just a Cacodemon. They're spawning right in front of you, easy punches. But it's less about that and more about the enemies that spawn on the sides of the bridge, because it's like a little mini rail, and they can just kind of light you up. There's chain gunners that spawn there. They will fuck you up if they want to, you know. So again, doing that little wall run lets you kind of, most of the time, I've had it like once where I do the wall run and I still miss getting ahead of the Caco, but you know, if you do that wall run, that saves the most difficult section of the level. That Archvile I was trying to like get, you know, into like some sort of fighting stance with, didn't really work out. But that guy is probably the worst Archvile in the run. They're just in a horrible spot to deal with just a pistol or fist. So right here, I do want to get these Revenants to fight with these Hell Knights, but it's really not going well at all. So in this section, I kind of like swap back and forth between like which fights am I doing? Am I doing these guys downstairs? Am I doing the guys upstairs? Am I fighting the Archvile? What the hell am I doing here? And the answer is I'm just kind of randomly going about, and just, you know, if there's a guy near me or whatever, I'll try to do a couple punches. But I did not get good infighting at all with the Hell Knights on these revs. The idea that there's like 4 or 5 here is just, oof, it's unfortunate. And there's still like 2 here. All right, there we go. There's one. The idea that there's like these little sections of wall that you can jump over, but there's like block monster lines so that the monsters can't jump over is very interesting. I never noticed that until just now. I didn't even notice that when I was doing the demo. I think there's monster block lines there, which is very interesting. I'm getting hit a lot. Now, again, I play Doom a lot under the influence of marijuana. So I was playing this shit at like 3 a.m. Out of my gourd. So just the concept of fighting 4 Revenants with Berserk Fist, like that's easy peasy. Like, I don't know why I'm failing so hard. It's really bad. Oh no. Oh God. Oh Jesus. Oh fuck. Oh, make it stop. Etc. So now I gotta deal with this fucking Archvile, and this Revenant's throwing this missile at me. Give me a break. All right, let's get rid of this guy first, right? Because I don't want to get shot at from multiple sides here. So ideally, I want to get that Revenant to kind of shoot the Archvile, distract the Archvile, and then I can come up for a punch or two. But it's kind of hard to get that to work. But I got lucky here. It worked right there. Here, I was just hoping for the best, and I got lucky. That guy really... I mean, if I would have just... You know, they had low health. Because a lot of the running around, they get hit by the Revenant rockets and stuff. But still, you know, I really committed to that one. And then this is the second of 3 Archviles. This is the easiest one, though. They're just in a very narrow corridor. It's pretty much... You have to try really hard to fuck that shit up. Now, this blue key section, I really should have come down here a lot sooner. Just to get the guys to start infighting. So as far as big routing improvements you could make if you want to try this run at home, it would be activating the blue key guys a lot sooner. Just a lot sooner. Getting this guy here with through the there's like a little, it's not as direct as it seems. There's like a little piece in between the rail and your punch. So you got to kind of line up the punch there to connect it. But it's kind of fun. Also, I just want to say I really enjoy the gray water, red rock aesthetic. It's just really good. That's why I'm a huge fan of the early levels of Resurgence, like 1 through 4. 5 a little bit too, but 5 kind of starts to deviate into more of the gothic stuff. But Resurgence 1, 2, 3, and 4 are just hardcore red rock atmosphere, and I love it a lot. So the Spectres here are giving me a really hard time. I started panicking. So as you can see, not to give you some dead air for too long here, as you can see by the kill count, there's about 15 guys or so left. When I say about, I mean there's more than 15 guys. I'm just not doing the math. I know it's like fucking 18 guys, but just give me a goddamn break here, okay? So we're in the final stretch, and most of the last enemies alive are in that section pretty close to the start with the invisibility, the chain gunners, the 3 Cacos, the Spectres I mentioned. Before I gain access to the second half of the level. Most of the guys are in there still. Typically, there's going to be a bunch of chain gunners in like a little cave section. But right now, I'm just trying to take care of these guys. Ideally, it would be because all the rest of the guys are infighting, and technically, maybe they could kill each other in the time. I don't know. I had some weird elastic there. But really, it's just I'm here. I'm queer. I want to shoot these fucking guys. All right? So just deal with it. But anyway, so now we got to go back over there. Here, I'm just like, whoa, dude, like, where are the last enemies, man? I'm like so high right now, man. Where the fuck am I going, bro? That's this gameplay right here. We got a Spectre just hanging out with the family. Alrighty. Yeah, overall, this level was a really fun challenge for Tyson. It's been one I've wanted to do for a while. I just haven't done it. And I've been uploading a lot of Resurgence demonstrations on the Speedrun channel. And I'm going to maybe try to do a couple more throughout the month of October. I don't know, this WOD's a little spooky. It's a little bit, you know, at least the first 4 levels, right? You know, a couple of the other ones. But anyway, go check out. I've been doing a lot of Resurgence demonstrations. Go watch them. Really fun WOD. I like it a lot. There's Spectres here. Where the hell are they? I think... No, right. The last enemy is this Archvile right here. The 3rd Archvile. You thought I forgot, right? Here, I got nervous. Oh, no! I looked at my health. I was like, wait a second. I don't know if I should tank this hit right now. So then I got scared, but... This is an easy Archvile. I mean, really what you gotta watch out for is that they don't res the Revenant here, or like go around and res those Hell Knights, but really, even if they do, they're easy monsters to take care of. You can use them for infighting. Horrible fight here, by the way. This is like the worst thing imaginable, but hey, No one else has done this, and, you know, that guy screwed over the sub 15. Damn! We were so close to sub 15! So close! But anyway, if you like Resurgence, I've been doing a lot of runs of this. If you want to see more commentaries, let me know. Thank you for watching, etc. And, yeah,